Hello, what's going on, you guys? I just wanted to say really quick, it's gonna be like every other night. If you're new here, yay, because it's free for you tonight, okay? So if you're new here, awesome. Let me know that you're new here. I'll probably notice, but just let me know anyway. Hi, you guys. Let's see who's here. Probably no one now because I'm all late, but okay. I lost track of time. Lee, Mehagkot. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. RT Princess Muskan. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? So if you're new here tonight, then let me know, please, so I can get your reading done first. Because I do want to have the newer people get a reading for free, like priority-wise, because, you know, I want them to get a taste and feel for what readings are like with me. So if you're new here, you're gonna be first. And if you're returning, you can still have a chance to get a reading. Also, if you want, I'm going to be picking at random, so just stick around and keep posting. And if you want to donate, you can skip the line completely and just get your reading right away. So, hi, Strabona, or Strabona. I don't remember how to say your name. I never remember how to say that one, but Mini Me. I was going to do this thing where I was going to, like, put like numbers in a jar or like a hat or something and like pick from there, and then you guys would like have your own number and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I do want to make new subscribers a priority though, for sure. So keep that in mind. If you're returning, thanks for coming. I really appreciate all your guys' support, new or returning. But returning, I know there's a few of you that come all the time, so I am really appreciative of you guys, and I love talking to you guys. I love having you guys here. So please don't go anywhere. I will still give returning subscribers readings as well. So please stick around. I'm just separating the cards right now because I like to, get them all upright. I don't do reversals. How's everyone doing tonight? Hi, Aries, Aries. Okay. And you guys, in the description below, I have all of these decks that I have here that I'm using tonight. Actually, not all of them, but the ones right here. This is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, illuminated. See how it's like gold? Well, you can't really see that, but you see how it's like shiny? Okay, you can't really see that either. This is not a good example for that card. This one. See how it's shiny like that? The gold. Anyway, this is in the description below if you're interested in getting this deck. This is the Tarot, Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. This one with the vivid ash pictures. And this is my giant. Giant, obviously, Rider Waite. This is not, it's not that I have small hands. This is a huge deck. So somebody asked me that before. They're like, do you just have tiny hands or is that like a huge deck? I'm like, it's definitely a huge deck. It's definitely not just tiny hands. So yeah. So let's get started. Let's get some readings. Okay. Shrabona, okay. Okay, so who's new here? Julie, I think you're new. Hi. What is your question? Go ahead and post for me if you have one. I'm guessing that's why you're here. Go ahead and post for me if you have a question. And I'm going to direct you guys down here, but thanks for coming. I'm going to make sure you subscribe and like. Make sure you're here. If you're here, subscribe and like. Make sure you're here next time when I go live again, you know. And what better way than to put on notifications so that it notifies you when I go live next time, okay? So I'm going to put you down here so you can see the cards, okay? Voila. All right. You said, my name is Emily. I'm a Virgo. Hey. And I want to know how my ex, Leo, Bravo, he's a Libra, feels about me. What is going to happen between us, and how does he feel about me? Okay, so let's focus on one of these questions, but we can probably answer these all together, you know, just by kind of putting the questions together into kind of one. So let's see. So basically how he feels about you and what's going to happen between you. Okay, so let's see his current feelings now. What is this Libra person's feelings for Julie? Or I'm sorry, Emily. She's a Virgo and he's a Libra. Okay. Wow, he feels like it was a failure with you, and it's kind of led him to go on this kind of soul-searching journey. Like he feels like he needs to like find himself again. I mean, it's kind of like he lost himself in a way. So we see here gained something. Although, and at one point maybe he did. Hi, Jason. Stick around, Jason. I haven't seen you before, so I'll get you a reading, okay? So with the Five of Cups, it shows, you know, basically we're talking about a person who failed, you know, gaining, you would think it would be gaining something, but it's disappointment. So they kind of feel like a failure in this situation. And then with the Eight of Cups, we have a person who's needing to find themselves again. You know, they're feeling kind of lost and they're feeling kind of like they need to go and find meaning and purpose in life because they just don't have it anymore. So yeah, it affected them a lot. Let's just say that. And so now they're kind of still feeling this burden. They're still trying to figure out like what to do about this and how to kind of recenter and refine themselves, you know, find themselves again. It's kind of, wow, it's kind of a difficult thing for them, for sure. So let's see what's going on here. What else do we have in regards to the feelings that he has for her currently? He feels a bit lost. Okay. And he's wanting something new, but also focused on like, you know, his stability in whatever way. I mean, are you younger than him? Let me ask you that. Are you younger than him? Because this here is Earth, because it's Pentacles. And we're talking about younger Earth sign energy because of the Page of Pentacles here. Pages are younger people. Hi, Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind, stick around. I don't think I've seen you before. If you stick around, I'll get your question answered as well. Anyone who's new here, I'm going to go with you guys first. And returning subscribers, thank you for coming so much. I do appreciate you guys being here. And I'm going to get some returning subscribers some readings too, okay? So stick around. Okay, you're younger than him, yeah. So it's funny because that's what we're showing here. It seems like he does want a new start with you. Like he wants kind of a refresher, like things to just kind of, you know, the Fool, it's kind of talking about, you know, he's on this cliff here and his dog is like, dude, you're going to fall off this cliff. And he's just like, I don't even know. I don't even care. And so, you know, you could look at this kind of like this person would like a restart with you and they want to just forget about the past, almost in a way of like being naive, because, you know, when things have happened, you don't want to forget about those things. I mean, you do, but going forward, it would kind of be stupid to like forget that, okay, this person has hurt me before. What does this mean, you know, for me? Like, do I need to watch out for certain things or be a little cautious with them? And in certain times, yeah, that's, you know, it would kind of be foolish if you weren't. So in a way, though, he kind of does just want to put that all behind you guys. And he just wants to like almost forget it even happened and just have a new start with you. That's what I see here. So, I mean, will he do it? That's up to him. It seems like that's definitely what he's thinking right now. Like that's what he's kind of, but he's also very sad about this. I mean, it's disappointing. He feels like he failed the situation, like it just didn't work out, and it's really, you know, it's a bummer. But I think he would do. I would bet that he would do just about anything to have a new start with you and have a new chance, you know, a fresh chance with you. Okay. All right. So, Jason, are you still around? Jason? If you are, please go ahead and post your question. And thank you so much, Emily. You're welcome. Hi, Miss B. Yeah, I'll get to you right away as well, okay? So just hang in there. I'm going to do Jason, if he's around. And if he's not around, what was it? Peace of mind, I think. Yeah, if peace of mind or Jason are here, and Jason are here. Jason and peace of mind, those are who I was going to go with first. And then we'll go with Miss B. Okay. You said, okay. The Taurus J in my life. I love her, but she's been through so much. Is she ready for a real relationship with me? All right, let's see. Thank you for the question, by the way. So let's see. This Taurus person. Are they ready for a real relationship? Well, Jason, let's first look at where they're at in regards to love, or how they feel safe with it, like how they feel comfortable with it, or uncomfortable, or unsafe, you know. So let's see. Where are they at with love? How are they with connecting with people and attachment, not detachment. How are they with attachment and giving and receiving love in general, this Taurus person? Ooh, yeah. So they've been hurt before. You said they've been through a lot. I mean, this makes sense, right? This is something we, think we'd see here. And so, yeah, nothing crazy, nothing that we didn't already pretty much know. They've been hurt in the past. They could have been cheated on because we have the Three of Swords here, which means it could have been, doesn't have to be, but it could have been at some point a third party situation that they were involved in. Either way, we see, these swords in the heart. So it's obviously pain, it's obviously heartbreak, and hurt. So they're just still a bit wounded from that. Okay. We have Ace of Pentacles. So, I would say that they really do want a committed situation. They don't want something that feels like it's not committed, something that they just don't know where they stand with the person. They want to know that a person is there and is reliable. So that's what they're kind of hoping for in love. So if you can provide that to them, that would be awesome. What else do we have here about their love life, about relationships in general? How do they feel? Okay, and they're willing to work pretty hard. Like, I would say that they're willing to put all of their effort into a relationship. Yeah, it seems like they're definitely ready for one. Who's to say if they're healthy enough to be in one right now? But it seems as though they really want that, and they want something stable. They don't want to play games. They don't want to have someone that plays games. They do want something. They hope for something stable and committed. So let's see. Anything else we can get for this? Let me know what else we need to know about her ability to be in a serious relationship in a healthy way with Jason. Okay, awesome. Page of Cups. So that shows that she's either waiting for you to make the first move or she's going to make the first move. It's like this Taurus person, I don't know. Yeah, her. Okay. So this Taurus person, this is the card that's showing like somebody approaching you and trying to ask you out. So it's kind of like, like somebody offering love. So it's in the beginning stages. So, it's actually pretty it goes along with what we're saying here, you know? I think they're definitely ready and they want that. They either are going to initiate it or they want you to initiate it. Okay, so there's disappointment here. It could be that somebody's looking at the negative, okay? Because I want you to see this card really quick. You see these 3 cups that are knocked down here? So he's focused on those. Like all he can see is those cups. He doesn't see these 2 back here that are still standing. He doesn't even notice those. So this is kind of saying, you know, he's looking at the negative. And that could be kind of what this relationship starts out or, you know, continues to be as it goes on. But it could be flavored with this whole thing, you know, this negativity type thing. And that would be cool if you can kind of encourage her to not be so negative. I mean, if you're able to do that, you may not be able to do that, but you may be able to. It just depends, you know, on the situation. But, you know, it seems like the relationship in general is a bit tainted with negativity just because she's kind of already expecting it to be a disappointment, not because of you, but just because of her in love in general. So, I mean, you do have a good chance, I think, of getting her to be with you and asking her out. I think she'll accept that. I think she wants that. But, you know, as far as, you know, being in a relationship in general with her, it seems like it is a bit of work, but I think she's willing to put in the work if you're willing to put in the work. And even if you're not willing to put in the work, it seems like she's willing to put in the work, you know? I mean, we have somebody really working hard at something. It's new, you know, some new kind of, it's almost like a project for them. But they have been hurt in the past, so I want you to remember that. And you know, you already do know that. That's why you told me that. So I mean, I don't think you're going to forget. It's just that this is something that will affect the 5 of Cups here, which is basically her kind of already having this negative-ish feeling towards relationships in general. But she does want something stable and committed. So I would say you have a good chance of actually getting her to you know, start a relationship with you for sure. Yeah. She's worth the wait. I will be patient. Also make the move. Yeah. I mean, if you can just be like a reliable person, I would say you have everything to offer. And that's what she's looking for, you know? But if you're going to be wishy-washy, please don't even, you know, be one of those other people in her life. You know what I mean? And you're welcome. No problem. Thank you. Thanks for coming today. And good luck with that. Totally seems like she's down, though. It seems like she's into it. She just needs someone reliable, though. You know, please don't be that jerk who's, like, not reliable, you know? So, okay. Peace of mind. So, would this guy genuinely be attracted to me in person? In other words, how compatible are we? I feel a strong connection with him as he does with me. Okay, nice. So let's see how this person feels in person. What would happen in person? Do we see any sparks, any attraction? Love. What do we see happening here? When they meet in person, this guy, would he genuinely be attracted? We want to know how he's going to feel about her when he sees her in person. Well, actually, you didn't say. This could be... Oh, you're leaving? Okay. Okay. So we want to know how this person's going to feel about you. It's not so wise in person. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, wow. You're already very nervous about this. And I feel like they kind of feel the same. Like they're nervous about like whether or not you will be attracted to them too, because you see these people in the background, like the ghosts or whatever, like pointing and laughing and like ridiculing this person. And she's very stressed out at night in bed. This is talking about somebody being up like at night, not able to sleep because of something. And so that is headed toward, surprisingly, someone very caring. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. All right, and then we have the death card. Is this person a Scorpio? That's what I want to ask. Or a Leo. We do have Leo at the bottom of the deck as well. So I do want to take note of that. So we do have, you know, it could be a Scorpio because we have the death card here. If it's not a Scorpio, then it, you know, this is going to be a big change for you. It's going to be drastic change, you know, big, like that could be, you said Leo moon. Yes, we've been talking for a month. We're both scared. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like this person is caring. We do have the King of Cups here, which is amazing. Great card to get for somebody who's like genuinely actually caring. It's funny because you said genuinely, and that's what I always think with the King of Cups is genuinely caring person. It may not be obvious because they're not like lovey-dovey, touchy-feely, but they are like at a distance. You know that they kind of are protective. They don't want anything bad to happen to you. They definitely feel you know, for you, and they care for you. So I would say that this stress, you'd be surprised that this person is caring, and you know, more than you would think, you know, more than you're kind of worried about, right? And the Knight of Cups shows somebody who does want to approach you and offer you a connection, so that's what we see coming as well. Let's see what this Death card here is talking about, because I just want to clarify it, make sure it's nothing crazy. So what's this Death card here for, please? Three of Wands. Yeah, it seems like this would be a longer term relationship, because when we're looking at the Three of Wands, we're seeing a person who's looking at this water out here, and he's looking at all of this progress he's made, you know, in the past months or years or however long it's taken him to, you know, make this happen. And basically he's just proud of himself. He's like, wow, look how far I've come. Look at all of this stuff that's gone down, that's happened, that I've created, that I've built. And I'm just sitting here and taking it all in. Like I'm amazed. Like, I'm so happy with this, you know, I'm proud of myself. So it's like looking at like, you know, how far you guys have come. And I feel like that's the big change here. It's like, this is going to be a longer term relationship, or at least you guys will be connected for a longer period of time. It's not going to be a short fling, you know, it's going to be a thing where it's like you guys are, you know, each other for a long time, and you're kind of able to look back at your relationship and say like, wow, like look how far we've come. We've known each other so long, or we've been through so much, or we've just been together this long and been through all these memories. And so I do feel like it will be a longer term relationship that eventually you guys will be looking at it like, wow, look how far we've come. Look at all of this time we've had together, you know? So that's really cool. So, I mean, I guess you could say, yes, he would be attracted to you. All right, Jason, right on. Okay, peace of mind. Yeah, so I think definitely they'd be attracted to you if they're willing to be with you for a long period of time. It's, you know, they're probably a little bit attracted to you at least, right? So I think yes. I think yes. And you're welcome, of course. Okay, Miss B. I'm sorry, Miss B. Are you seeing my future with my partner A? I'm in a relationship already with him, asking about marriage here. Is there coming something new in my love life? What do the cards say? Okay, so am I seeing future with your partner? Okay, so let's look at that first. Asking about marriage. So let's see if marriage comes out. No guarantees here that it will. That doesn't mean you guys won't get married, but maybe it's just not right now, or it's not coming out right now. So let's see what's coming out now. What do the cards want you to know for right now regarding your person A, your partner? What do we see happening with this person? What do you need us to know? Help me be the messenger to her. What do you, or Miss B, what do you need me to tell Miss B about her partner A? What would you like her to know? Okay, we see the tower down here. Not exactly sure if that's going to be going along with this, but let's just see. All right. The Devil. Anything you want her to know about her partner A? Are they a Capricorn? Okay. This person could have somebody else on the side, actually, which is interesting because in the beginning, the cards that flipped over on the ground, I picked them all up and I just thought, you know, I'm not going to really look at all of them because there's too many, so I just put them back. But one that I did notice that was upright was the tower. So that would indicate that there's big transformation coming in, you know, that's about to happen in your life. And that's in all ways. It's not just about the relationship, although it could be sparked by the relationship changing. but it will be a big transformation for you in many ways. Many things are going to change, and if you are not ready for it, it's going to be a lot harder, because what do people do when change happens? Change occurs. They try to resist it most of the time, right? Some people are okay with change, but a lot of people aren't. It's very uncomfortable for a lot of people, so they try to resist it, and they try to do what they can to make sure that it doesn't, take place, or it doesn't continue, or it doesn't occur at all. So, and that makes things harder, and that's why the tower's here, because there's been changes that have needed to be made, and along the way, and you haven't made those changes. So now the tower's there to go, okay, I'm just gonna make it for you. We have the last card here was the Three of Swords. So I feel like it's definitely a lot of pain you're gonna be feeling, heartbreak maybe even, And again, we could have that third party aspect, because the Three of Swords, it's not guaranteed, but that's what I'm feeling here with this, because I have a lot of threes here, Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Six of Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Devil. So this is not a Capricorn, you said. So this is somewhat toxic, or it's something where somebody is, feeling very chained to the relationship. It's either you or them or both. In the other decks, it kind of shows better than this one, but you can kind of see how those two, okay, so there's a woman and a man, woman down here, man right here, and they're both chained to this devil character, and they're stuck. They cannot get away from this devil character. So it's like this thing, this pull, that basically this pull that you just feel toward the person. Like no matter what, it's just like this connection that you can't just brush it off. It's something that you feel like kind of like you need. It's codependent for sure. But we do have, this person, there's disappointments here for both of you, possibly, one or both of you. But there's disappointments, and somebody's looking at mostly negative. Like they're not really, and that's not helping the situation, because you need to be, if you're willing to actually make things right, you need to be willing to look at the positive and look at what can be changed and what can be done. But this person or both of you are looking at the negative and seeing it all as negative, and things are just going wrong. And but there are two cups here still. So things can get better. It's just, if you guys aren't even willing to see that, then of course, that's not going to matter. If it's willing to get better, if you're not willing to, it won't. But we have with the Six of Cups here, I'm sorry, why do I keep saying the Six of Cups? The Six of Pentacles, we have somebody offering someone help. So it's either you or him. Like if you're offering him a lot of resources and a lot of help, a lot of, shelter or money or something, then that would be you towards him. But if it's the other way around, it would be him towards you, obviously. And here we have, I feel like that's something to be gained here, though. Oh, I didn't even tell you about this. The Six of Wands, something to be gained. And I feel like this person could be kind of using you for your resources. Like they could be feeling like, okay, I have a lot to gain in this situation. And that is that this person will give me stuff and help me, and I don't have to work as hard, like that's something to be gained. That's something that they can obtain and feel like they're winning, or feel like they are really getting something out of it. You know what I mean? And then with the threes here, that's why I felt like there was a third party right away with the Three of Pentacles, I kind of thought. And then when I saw the Three of Swords, I thought, okay, well, heartbreak definitely seems like, that there's a possibility of a third party here. There's definitely a third person involved, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but I mean, I feel like it is. But if it's not, then we can go ahead and just say, they're talking with someone, maybe a friend is getting in the middle and saying things about you. And, because there is communication here. There's conversation, there's idea exchanging, people going back and forth with their ideas and collaborating and trying to figure out, what's the best way to go, or like, what is this, just kind of exchanging ideas. So somebody is getting involved in the situation, and it's going to lead to heartbreak for some reason. So I feel like the best thing for you to know now is that you really should just, prepare for changes to occur. And when they occur, try to just allow them to occur. Try not to stop them from occurring, and just, it'll be a lot easier for you if you try to just roll with the changes instead of trying to stop them or trying to have any control over the situation. Just flow right now. I don't see marriage for this situation. I see that it probably will end rather soon, unless it can be changed, which, remember, we all have free will. So, I mean, we can all change the course of direction at any time. It's just up to us to choose that. If they choose all of a sudden to change it, make things better with you, then obviously what I've just told you is not going to be happening. But, so at any time you can change the way you want to do things, and so can they. But right now, for me, from the cards, it shows that, yeah, this is going to end kind of in pain, you know, hurt. And so just be prepared for changes to occur and try to flow with those changes for the best outcome for you, okay? So big transformations coming in for you. Okay, so Denisha, hi you guys. And yeah, Shravona, I'll go with you after, okay? And then Yuki, or Yukti. So it'll be Denisha, Shravona, and Yukti. Okay? No problem, Miss B. Thank you. Sorry about that. That was kind of negative, but I'm not gonna sugar. You know, I don't want to tell you something nice and have it just be like, oh, you know, I am gonna tell you what I see. So that's just what I see. So just letting you know, I'm trying to just be honest with what I'm seeing in the cards, okay? But free will is a bitch, so know that you really can pretty much do anything. Like, you can change things, it's just sometimes you're not going to be able to change it how you want to change it, because, you know, everyone has free will. So it's like everybody can change the course of direction, but it's probably not going to be exactly how you want it, because then somebody else can change what they're doing as well, you know? It's kind of sounds confusing, but it's really not that confusing. It's just nothing is like set in stone is what I'm saying, you know? Because you can like, if at any time, like right now, if you just decided you didn't even want to be with the person anymore, obviously this whole reading wouldn't even matter, you know? Like, you wouldn't be getting hurt because you'd be the one leaving. But not that you wouldn't be hurt at all, but, you know, it's just, it would be different, you know? So free will is a bitch. Denisha, are you here? Denisha Butler? And if not, let's go with Shravona. Where is everyone tonight? Where's everyone at? Slow night. Maybe everyone's busy tonight. Okay. Who or what or who is coming towards me in love? Okay. Is there anything coming towards Shravona in love? Tell us about her love life. Anything that we can expect to come in within this year? Judgment. Okay. The World. The Devil. Okay. It seems like something from your past is going to be coming back in, or something, maybe not from your past exactly, but something, well, it is from your past, but if it's not like an exact person or an exact situation, then we would be talking about like a pattern of yours, like something that you've done before, some kind of behavior that you've engaged in, or some kind of, you know, thing that has happened. Like, it's basically talking about, talking about a pattern of behavior, if it's not talking about a person. But if it is talking about a person, then same thing. It's something that's happened before, it comes back around, and it's quite toxic. It's really not healthy for you. And so the Judgment card is here naturally, because it's saying you need to use your better judgment on this one. You know, when this thing comes back around, when this thing comes and makes its way back around the world to you, you really have to kind of use your better judgment on this one, because it's still toxic. The person has not changed. Or it's talking about, you know, if it's not a specific person. Oh, I'll get to you right now, okay, Denisha, when I'm finished with this one, okay? So when we're talking about, you know, something coming back around, it's not necessarily a person. If it's not, then it's definitely a behavior. It's talking about, you know, you maybe when you get into a relationship or you start being attracted to someone, you kind of have some behaviors that are a bit you know, unhealthy or maybe a bit toxic themselves. So it's just kind of like understanding that this is a pattern for you, and to not do the same thing you've always done, because obviously that's gotten you into bad places before in the past. It's going to require strength though, obviously. I like that, you know, I like that it's going to require strength, because that means that you can do it. That means you can get through it and you can overcome it. Also, this is the Leo card, and this is the Virgo card. This is the Capricorn card. just to name a few, the signs that are out here that I'm seeing. It doesn't have to be any of these signs, but it, of course, could be. So this is talking about, it's going to require the strength, right? And it's going to require you to kind of take a step back and isolate a little bit and maybe, not date. Because the Hermit card is talking about a person who they go and they self reflect and they start to introspect and they start to kind of realize what they're really feeling and thinking inside. And that's how they know what they actually want. It's like enlightenment, the inner enlightenment, and you're the only one who can really do that for yourself. So I would say something new that's coming in, it's probably not anything new, but the new thing that you could do to put a twist on this, the new thing that, see, free will, you have control over this situation because you're asking what's new coming in. But in a way, when you're asking that, it's kind of like you're leaving it open for like life to happen for you, or not for you, but to you, as if you have no kind of control over which direction you take. And I'm not saying that that's how you feel about it, but it kind of, in a way, you're kind of leaving it open, like you have no choice in a way. Like what's coming towards me, right? Like who knows what will happen? But it's like you can know what will happen. First of all, but when you ask the question, we see that something from your past is coming in, whether this is a person or a pattern of behavior that is quite toxic for you. And so what it's saying is something new you could do is, instead of engaging in this behavior or engaging with this person, it will end badly. It's going to be toxic just like it's always been. And so instead of doing that, maybe you could not do that and take the time for yourself. You know what I mean? Like take that time to really understand yourself. Go to therapy. That would be a good way to do it too. But make sure you're doing some alone time, like no outside influences. This is not about what anyone thinks or, what their criticisms are or what their feelings about it are. This is all about just you and yourself feeling about yourself in your life. So it's a really important thing that you do that with the Hermit there. It's really important because if you don't, you probably will engage in this behavior again. But of course, we have free will, so it's up to you what you do. I just think that, it's kind of cool because the new thing in your life, in your love life, it's up to you really to make that happen. So it's not really like leaving it up to chance or like something that's just going to come your way and, you're just like consumed by it or you just don't know what's going to happen. Like you have complete control over this situation if you just allow yourself to take a step back and self-reflect before you get involved with this person or this behavior again, because it is quite toxic. So don't think that it's not going to be toxic this time. It's going to be the same it's always been. Like nothing has changed there, but you can change and make it better for yourself, okay? So let's see. All right, Denisha. General reading for Denisha. Okay, Four of Wands. We have a reunion. Oh, and it looks like a happy one. Somebody that left you in the past. Yeah, could be a Gemini or just a lover in general. And it could be somebody that is either stalking you right now or they're looking at your social media. In other words, they're paying attention to you without, like, they're not contacting you and trying to figure out what's going on with you. Like, hey, how you doing? They're asking other people about you or they're trying to figure out things about you kind of like behind your back, not like in a shady way, but just kind of, not really in an indirect way. They're trying to figure out what's going on with you. I think because they want to see what their chances are of, if they come back in, how's this going to work? So either you left them in the past or they left you. Either way, one of you felt very left out in the cold and very abandoned, very, it's not a good feeling. It was kind of abandoned, or dissed, kind of just left there to deal with everything, feeling broken even, you could say, because these people here are sick, they need help, they're hungry, they're tired, they're injured, it's like somebody leaving you kind of broken is what I feel like with that. So either you left them or they left you, but now I feel like that's going to come back around and it could be a really happy situation. It's just like very happy. The 10 of Cups is 10 of Cups. I mean, it's pure happiness. I mean, you can see in the card, it's just, there's nothing bad about it at all. So I would say that the person is trying to figure out what their chances are. They're trying to figure out like if they should or not. They might still be contemplating it, but I feel like they are. And if they are a Gemini, they could be younger than you, just because the Page of Swords is younger energy and swords are air and air is Gemini. That's an air sign. But it doesn't have to be that way, but I'm just letting you know because that's what those cards could mean too. So yeah, I feel like this person does want to come back in and they're trying to figure out how to do that, or if they have a good chance of, you know, getting back with you if they do that. So let's see. Yeah, of course, Stravona. Okay, is Yukti still here? Oh, gotcha. Cool, thank you. Current feelings of N for me. When will he contact me? Okay, so we don't know necessarily if he's going to contact you, but let's see what he's doing and his current feelings for you, and then we can kind of see, you know, if he seems like he's interested. After this reading, you guys, I will do a returning subscriber, and then I'll go back to the new subscribers. I see you guys. Thanks for coming, you guys. I'll definitely get to you. Don't worry, okay? Just keep posting your question, and I'll definitely get to your reading, okay? All right, so current feelings of N for Yukti. Cool name, by the way. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Okay. Nice. Ooh, not so nice. Okay. Okay, so about this person, they're feeling like this about you, or this is something that's going to happen. Like, okay, so I feel like, okay, it could go one of two ways. Either they're feeling about you like they want to rush in, they want to just like they don't want to wait, they want to come towards you, and they want to you know, have a good harmonious conversation or experience, you know, a get together, you know, they want to have a good time with you, they want to get with you and like kind of like have a joyous time and just maybe even just have a drink, you know, coffee, alcohol, whatever it is, but you know, just kind of have a little gathering with you, just kind of get together and just, you know, have it be a good time, you know, a good harmonious like evening or whatever you want to say, you know, just a good experience with you, just like calm and peaceful and nice, you know, no arguing and all that. So then we have the Two of Cups here. So it's talking about like a connection. Like they felt very strongly with you. They felt like you guys really saw eye to eye, like you guys clicked really well, or maybe this is how you both felt. But at one time it was a very close connection, or it felt like it was, you know, it felt like this could really go somewhere. Like we really just get each other. We really just, this is like, I really feel for this person. And the thing about it is, you know, you're going to find out. It could either be that it's going to go that way and they're going to find something out about you that maybe you're not being so 100% about. And, you know, because the sun here, along with the Seven of Cups, is showing that something's going to come out here. So you may have already found some things out about them or them about you. But if not, then this is what's coming. So I feel like either this is talking about how they feel about you, or this right here is how they feel about you. I do see that they want to come towards you, but you may have found something out about them, or they may have found something out about you, or are going to find something out about you, or you're going to find something out about them. So it's interesting. It seems like something that's a bit shocking. Like you didn't really see it coming because this person, it's kind of, you know, showing that they have this mask on here, right? So it's like they're being kind of fake about something, or just not telling you the whole truth about something, or maybe trying to make something seem a certain way and it's not that way. So the sun here is showing something's going to come out into the light and it's not going to be able to be denied anymore. Like it's going to be a bright light shining directly on it and you can't deny it anymore. So it could be a bit, you know, unsettling here. I'm not exactly sure what we're talking about, but I have a feeling it's about, you know, either them being a bit fake in some way or not exactly holding up to what they had said before, or that's how they feel about you, or that's what's going to happen with you. That's what's, you know, they're going to experience with you. So interesting. I think he will contact you because it seems like he's wanting to rush your way without even thinking about it. So I'm not sure what's holding him up even, you know? I mean, it seems like he would have already done this, you know, just because of the Knight of Swords here is like nothing can stop him. He's just coming in and it's just like with almost aggression in a way, but it's not necessarily like he's angry. It's just showing like he very quickly wants to come in and just, it's almost impulsive. Like maybe he shouldn't, maybe it's good he hasn't yet, you know, but that's what he's wanting to do. Okay, so let's see. Earth and, oh wait, okay. Let me go back to a returning. Can I get a returning subscriber so we can do a reading for you? Okay, Beth's life. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Yukti. Of course. Okay, Beth's life. Is L, who's Capricorn, is he actually interested? Just curious, as I'm not sure if he's serious or not. Okay, let's see what this Capricorn person's intentions are with you, okay? If we can see that much, you can tell us what his intentions are regarding love with Beth, or, you know, a relationship with Beth. What do we need to know about his true intentions? What do we see about his true intentions? Is there anything that you want her to know? Okay, definitely very interested in you. It could be a situation where you guys just can't, like, make it happen for some reason, like different, you know, things in life, circumstances in life. Like, this is the Tower. So I would say that it's either something that really disrupted you, and I would say because of something that they did, you know, it seems, rather than just something that happened. But I feel like more like it could be that, but I do feel like more that it is something that they didn't do. Like, if we're talking about something that they did, like the experience with them has changed you completely just because, you know, of whatever happened, then it could be something they did. But I feel more like you guys just can't get it together. Like, you guys just can't, like, make it happen because of outside circumstances that are kind of happening in both of your guys' personal lives. So it's either their personal life or their personal life, or both. But you know, it seems like there's just things that are happening, that are occurring, that just kind of like make it hard for you guys to even get this off the ground. But I do see that they want to get it off the ground. You know, they have a lot of ambition to make that happen. It's just, you know, outside influences, of course, you know, ruining this or kind of getting in the way. There's some obstacles, and it's not exactly, there's not much they could do about it, or you. So with the Page of Swords here, it could be, well, you said it's a Capricorn, so it's not an air sign. But if you were an air sign, then it would show you're younger than this person. But with the Page of Swords here, we're talking about a person who is, like, you know, looking up things about you, like we said about the last person, or maybe two readings before this, how they were looking at your social media, or they're asking other people about you, or trying to figure out things about you without really telling you, you know, not really coming to you in a direct way, like asking other people or trying to get information about you, maybe spying on you. You know, they literally could be spying on you. But okay, so yeah, they could be spying on you. I mean, I see you said you're in different states. That would be kind of difficult if you're in different states for them to be spying on you. But, you know, they could just be looking at your social media or something like that, or just asking people about you. So it's just kind of like this underlying thing, like they're not really, like, they're trying to get to know you in levels that are like more ways than one, which one would be asking you and getting to know you that way, and the other way would be asking other people or looking things up online, so your social media or whatever. Okay, so then we have Two of Wands and Seven of Wands. So it's like a deliberate decision. I feel like this person is going to try to actually make it work, because it seems like they're fighting for it. Like, I don't know if they feel like like they're trying to get their point across to you, like, I really want this, what can't you understand? Or they're just doing that towards other people. Maybe people are trying to get them to not go or not move or not leave the state, or whatever the situation is. They're trying to get a point across for sure. And this is a deliberate decision they're making. Like, they are sure about it and they're doing it. Like, it's not thinking about it anymore. It's them actually taking action. So I feel like they're about to make a decision where they're kind of stressing this to somebody. And it could be you. Maybe they're trying to tell you, like, yes, I'm serious about this. But they're telling someone that they're going to make this decision, and they might have to kind of, like, really get this person to understand, because it's like this person isn't understanding, or this person doesn't want them to do it, or if it's you, then you're just not really believing it. And so they're really trying to stress this situation. You know, this is how they feel to somebody, because they're about to make a deliberate decision. Maybe not about to make, but at some point they're going to be making a deliberate decision about this. Like, they already know that they're going to do it. It's not really thinking about it or contemplating it anymore. It's like they're going to be doing it. So, I mean, they're trying to get that across to somebody. It could be you, if you've shared these worries with them and they're like, no, you're tripping or something. It could be you that they're trying to stress this to. And maybe that's why they're making this decision so deliberately. Like, maybe they're just going, look, I'll show you. You know, I'm not saying for sure that's what it is, but you know, of course it could be. It just seems to me like there is some decision they're making. So you'll know what that is very soon, but it seems like, you know, they're pretty sure about it. So it won't be, I would say that if it is, I feel like it is being with you rather than not. So very soon, well, I don't want to say very soon, but you know, whenever this does happen, I don't, within this year, it seems, because they're wands, that's quicker energy than anything else. So it's going to be within the year, the way I'm seeing it. You'll know what this decision is, and you will know that they do want something with you and that it's serious, you know, because they're going to be taking in this action. It'll be very obvious, you know. Okay, earth and fire. I'd like to know how my love interest feels about me. Does he have feelings for me? Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to switch decks just because I've been using this deck the whole time. So switch it up a little bit. But this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Just let you know, the links are in the description if you're interested. Let's use the Giant. Okay, I'll get to you right after this one. Okay, Goddess? Okay. So how does your love interest feel about you? What are your love interest's feelings for you? And then I'll get to you after Goddess. Okay, Astrid? Okay. Okay. So they feel responsible for you in some way. Yeah. And they do want to come towards you. Yes, I do feel like they have feelings for you because this card is talking about a person who is wanting to come in and offer you a connection in the early stages as well. So this would be somebody asking you out for the first time or flirting with you, like offering you something, showing you that they are interested and they would like to take this further, you know, but they are interested in you and want a connection. And the Emperor here shows either this person's in Aries or you're in Aries, or it's showing that you could have Aries in your chart. But if not, then we're talking about a person who kind of feels responsible for you. And that's what I felt in the beginning when I first saw the card, was the person kind of feels responsible for you, or like they're protective maybe of you, or they want to make sure that you're taken care of, you know? Okay, we have a closed offness. So it's interesting. You might not be talking to this person right now. And if you are, then I would say the communication is very little, or this person's hard to penetrate, you know, hard to get to, hard to get through to. You know, it's just they have walls up. Or this could be you who has walls up. Maybe this is how they feel about you and you have walls up. So you would know which one that is. But you know, if you feel like that's them, or if you know you have walls up and they're definitely frustrated by it. Because this is kind of like pretty this is pretty closed off. Like this person's pretty stubborn about it. And if it's you or them, doesn't matter. I mean, it seems like, oh, that's funny, Denisha. That's funny. That's cool. So we have here though that somebody's very closed off, and you see how he has his hands crossed. In this cloud, this hand with this cloud is offering this cup. Like here, I'm offering you emotion or connection or something, you know, substance. Here, you can have this. Like, do you want this? And they're just like, no, no, It's like they're being really stubborn about it. It's kind of like nothing can really get them to, you know, change their mind. And so for some reason, they're a bit closed off right now. You said they're distant right now. So they're a bit closed off right now. Or maybe this is how they're feeling about you too. You know, they could be feeling like that about you too. I would say they need to open up, or you do, and just kind of like break that barrier, break that wall and say like, I'm not being distant. So why are you? And maybe they'll say the same thing. You know, I thought you were the one being distant. Yeah, definitely. I see that there's an opportunity for communication for you guys to have, and you might want to initiate that. You know, why not? Why not just make it happen? Because I feel like they're in the same boat. They want this to happen. They want, you know, communication to happen. That's what the sword is about. You know, communication, mental energy, sharing ideas, writing, you know, however you have to do it. You know, I would say initiate it if you can. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so awesome, Denisha. Right on. Okay, so let's get one more here. Maybe you should initiate this communication. Yeah. It's funny. I feel like you both are feeling this way. Like there's fear. You know, you guys have both been hurt in the past with past situations in love, which who hasn't? You know, but he has this bandage on his head right here, you see? And he's hyper vigilant as fuck. Okay. This person is afraid. He knows something bad's gonna happen. It's not like he's worried, oh, if it will. He's already decided it will, and he's just trying to prepare himself for it. So it's kind of like a bad thing to bring to a relationship is a new relationship is or any relationship, but this new relationship, it's bad to bring, you know, anxiety like that, but we can't always really help that. So it's kind of this thing that is, you know, probably getting in the way a little bit. Maybe that's why there's distance and the lack of communication. But I do see that you guys both want communication. It's not paranoia here though, because you guys have been hurt in the past. So it makes sense why you're afraid. But the thing is, all you have to know is this person is interested in you. I would say this is happening because of this, you know, and it's just an obstacle that's getting in the way that really doesn't need to be there. You know, hopefully you guys can, you know, break that barrier a little bit. I would say you should initiate just so you're not like waiting around for them, which, you know, if they're that afraid or worried about it, they may never come around. So you might want to just go ahead and do that yourself. That's what I feel like your advice should be. Through this reading, it seems like you guys are both a little nervous, and that's fine, but just make it happen. You know, they want to communicate and so do you, so why not just initiate? I feel like they are interested in you for sure. Hey, Samuel. Okay, so who were we on? I said a few people. Let's see. Goddess? Are you here still, Goddess? Goddess 01. And who was the other person I said? Oh, Astrid, that's right. Astrid? Okay, Goddess 01. Nice. Nice, Earth and Fire. You're welcome. Okay, Goddess. What is coming for my personal development for next 2 months? I'm trying to practice self-love, get my finances together, and relocate. No love stuff, please. Okay, well, I can't help what comes out here. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. You know, if something does come out, just know it really wants you to know that, you know. So if you're not wanting to know about love, it's funny because love might actually come out because maybe you're avoiding or trying to like hide from your feelings about a love situation. It might come out just because it's kind of like the cards let you know what you need to know, or at least for the time being what they feel you need to know is, you know, that's how I see it. So I will try my hardest to not make it about love. Let's look at other things. You know, let's not look at love for Goddess 01. Let's look at what is coming for their personal development for the next 2 months they want to know. So they're trying to practice self-love, get their finances together, and relocate. What are the chances of this happening? Tell me what's happening in the next 2 months. Samuel, you're funny. So what's coming in the next 2 months for this person? What do we need to know about their personal development and finances, relocation? What do we need to know? Oh crap. Okay. So let me fix this really quick because my thing just died. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to plug that in really quick, but I'm gonna turn this on really quick. Hi. I'm gonna point you down here so you can see the cards still, okay? Can you see that? Okay, good. So we have you not really being too committed to the situation. It seems like you have, you know, things that you want to make happen, but it's just kind of like you don't really have any certain idea in mind. And if you do, then we're talking about you kind of getting over that idea. So whatever it is, it's kind of like you're not committed to like following through with something. Maybe you feel like you are now, but you just get bored easily. You know, you get very passionate about things and then you get bored of it and you want to do something new. So it's like whatever you're doing, you're trying to get your finances together, you're going to have to pick something that you stick to. You're going to have to like really dedicate yourself to something and not just, I mean, even if you get bored, like prepare yourself for that. You know, this is really going to shake a lot of things up. So we have the Tower here. changes need to be made for you, basically. Like, you need to make certain changes in your life, and one of them could be, you just being more dedicated to the things you begin, these projects or these jobs or these hobbies you get into, whatever it is that you start all the time and get bored of. It's, you need to get something that really isn't going to make you bored, or if it is going to make you bored, just be aware of this pattern you have, because it's really going to kind of it's really going to cause some things to happen here. I feel like this is one of the changes that needs to be made. Of course, there's probably others, but this is probably one of the main ones. This lack of consistency. Not that you want to be inconsistent, or maybe like, yeah, I'm totally inconsistent. But either way, it's, if we're looking at it in the first way, we're talking about you're not trying to be inconsistent, but you get bored easily. You don't want to stick around with certain things for very long. It just isn't interesting. So, you got to just find something, or you got to be aware of this pattern of yours, because it's kind of causing a lot of, things to kind of change for you in your life because you didn't make this change. It's a big deal. It's really kind of causing a lot of, you might feel like things are falling apart and things aren't working out for you in many areas of your life. And, you said you want to relocate your finances, you want to get those back together. So that would make sense. If you can't find something you really are interested in or want to stick to, that's going to affect your finances, and that's going to affect your, where you're living and all of that. So let's see what else we can get here. What else do we need to know about the next 2 months, please? Any changes that try to come in now, please do not resist them. Try to just accept, try to just let them flow in. If people want to come in and out of your life, allow that. Try not to put your hand in it too much. Like, try not to control it too much. Yeah, it looks like this should not be too difficult for you. We have the 10 of Cups here. That's beautiful. That's a great card to get. That's, as you can see, altogether happiness. I mean, I feel like you're going to get a lot out of this. It could be a great learning experience for you. Hopefully, maybe this reading right here will just be enough for you to kind of do what you need to do to make sure that these changes are made, so that you have a better, chance in the future of, the Tower not being so devastating. Because why is the Tower so devastating for people? Usually just because, it represents change, and change for people is usually uncomfortable, and they resist it with all of their might. So if you can just not do that, then it will be a lot easier for you. It seems like it's going to be okay. Like, it seems like this happiness is going to come very soon. Like, maybe it'll be a little bit rough, and then you're just kind of like, you realize what you have to do. It seems like it won't be too hard for you, this Tower here. So that's great. That's amazing. That's good to see. So the next 2 months, anything else we need to know? Any direction she should go in if she doesn't know already? Any advice? Okay, taking the sword in your life. It's just you taking back control of your life. It's just you going, okay, this is up to me now. Like, this is up to me. I can't, like, depend too much on other people for, like, these changes to happen or occur. Basically, it's up to me to make this happen. And so it's very liberating in a way. It might feel a bit scary, but it is liberating in a way because you have control. It's up to you, and you have that control. So don't try to take any shortcuts. The Seven of Swords here is talking about a person who's kind of trying to take something, sneaking something. You could be sneaking from yourself, even, hiding something from yourself, which could be that you're afraid, maybe that you're nervous about this. Like, don't hide those things from yourself. That's okay to be afraid, to be nervous, to not be sure of what you're gonna fucking do, to be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. That's okay to feel like that. Just don't deny it to yourself, because you deny it to yourself and it's a lot harder for you to understand where you're at, and then you're not making these changes because they're uncomfortable, and you don't want to be any more uncomfortable than you already are. So don't do that. Just try to accept yourself. Don't try to hide or deny your pain or your feelings of anxiety in this situation, because of course it's anxiety. But the thing is, this 10 of Cups here is showing that you can get through this, and it should be pretty happy for you. Like, I don't feel like it'll be that hard for you. It might seem scary, but try just to not deny your feelings. You have complete control over this. I mean, you don't have complete control over everything in your life, obviously. None of us do. But for this situation, you do have control. I feel like all you need to do really is accept that changes are happening, and accept them as they come in, and try to find something that you can stick to and just be dedicated to. Even if you're not interested in it for very long, just try to remember, like, you have to stick to something. You have to kind of grow and build your way up, like, in one thing or many things. But, you got to stick to something, because if you keep dropping it and starting new, nothing's going to stick, and you're not going to have anything to show for it, right? So you're going to feel kind of like you have nothing to show for it. So that's what I would say for you is just, find something that you can stick to and be passionate about. And if you can't be passionate about it, just, stick it out anyway. Find something you can build up in and feel like you have something to show for it. That's going to feel a lot better. Okay. So, who did I say next? It was Goddess, and then thanks, Samuel. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I'm really good, actually. Today I was just thinking, like, wow, life's good right now. Like, I'm just going to sit here for a second and just realize that and be grateful for it and hopefully not speaking too soon, but let's not look at it like that. Let's just be positive about it, right? Is Astrid still here? Astrid, are you still here? Because if you are, it's your turn. Astrid. And after Astrid, we will go with... Did you have a question, Samuel, or are you just chilling? Okay, I'll do you after this one, Angel, okay? Is Astrid still here? Do someone new. Oh yeah, I'm doing new people the whole time, but I do just want to like do here and there a returning subscriber as well. Just because I don't want you guys to go anywhere. I mean, I want you guys to know I love you and I'm still thinking about you and I appreciate you guys being here. So I want to get some returning subscribers as well. Miss L, why Is it because Samuel said he wants one another day? Okay, so let's look at Angel. Hi, what are Eliza or Elijah, or Alicia's? I don't know. I know I've said that name before, but forgive me. The Libra's feelings for me, and what is the outcome if I confess to her my feelings? I'm a Gemini. I think you've asked me this before. Do you want to ask a different question? Because we don't want to ask the same question over and over. But okay, let's look at if anything has changed regarding this situation, because I'm pretty sure I've asked this before or answered this before for you. So, yeah, no wheel today, fantasy lover. I'm just kind of picking at random, but I will at some point be doing like returning as well. I'm going to go back and forth, but then mostly I'm going to be doing new subscribers because I want them to get a feel for how the readings are as well. But we will definitely be looking at returning subscribers too. So just stick around if you want a reading still. And I may get to you, I may not, but I'm going to try my best, okay? So, okay, so Angel, do you want to know their feelings for you? What's the outcome? Okay, so let's see. Let's see. What is this Libra's feelings for you? If anything's changed, anything you need to know about them, basically, and about you reaching out to them and telling them how you feel. I think last time we said that it would be a good thing, so let's see if anything has changed regarding this person and if you were to approach them. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So again, I feel like this is a situation that has a lot of opportunity basically to be a stable thing. And I say that because of all the pentacles here. Another thing though is that there's the 7 of Pentacles here. So I, really hate that card because a lot of times it's talking about, a person like waiting around. And so it could be looked at in that way that it may not happen now or it may not be the time now, but like you'll be waiting for this to happen. Like it's not going to be right away. But I do see, Ace of Wands, there's definitely the drive to make it happen. That's good. That's what we kind of need to make it happen. Ten of Pentacles shows stability and security in every way, basically. Like all together, all the way around, we see stability and security in this situation. Can you see that? Is that okay? Because I can't see this. Okay. So it's basically like, you have a great chance of having it be a stable connection with stability, security. Like I'm talking money, the home, the everything, like working, like practical things that you need in a relationship to work. Like not the emotional, we're not talking about the emotional aspect of it, but we're talking about the, material things, like, the things that you would need to like build a home together and things like that. Like all of those things are taken care of basically. Like you have a big chance of success in those ways. And also this is talking about basically again just focused on stability, focused on like how to make this a stable thing. I feel like you both are level-headed, able to stay focused on things that are needed to be focused on, and you're both gaining something through this. So it's definitely, I definitely feel like there's a big chance of, again, you guys being able to work. It's just, the Seven of Pentacles kind of makes me feel like it's not at this time, or it's that you're waiting, or maybe you have been waiting for this to happen. But it seems like, again, I feel like it can happen. So why don't you just ask them already? Why don't you just share your feelings already? I don't think, have you done that since the last time we talked about it? I mean, you're asking again, but it's like, why don't you just do it already? I feel like you have a good chance of it working out, and it actually staying into something that is working out. It's a long lasting thing. It has stability, you know. Yeah, you can donate. It's just kind of like every other night. So if you guys want to skip ahead, you can donate. I don't think I mentioned that, but if you guys are new here, please read the description so you can understand the ins and the outs and everything. But you can definitely donate if you want to not wait. But you can definitely wait and see if you get a reading for free. So it's just me here. I don't have a team. It's just me. So just hang in there. You definitely don't have to donate. That's an option. Okay, so Astrid, I didn't even notice. Okay. Can't. That's Alley Cat. Found her in the alley. So can I know if I will marry in the future with Susairaj? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Michael, I'm Virgo, he's Capricorn. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. Well, we have the Empress, so I feel like that's a good chance too. We're seeing either pregnancy or a new start, the birth of something, a beginning, the beginning phases of something. So I definitely see something happening here. And if it isn't pregnancy, then it's something just happening in general, like something being started, the birth of something, some kind of connection beginning. I feel like, if it's not marriage, it's definitely a relationship or some kind of thing where you guys are getting to know each other, sharing feelings and all of that. Very beautiful card, the Empress. It's like a start, a beautiful start. So let's see if you'll marry. Let's see if we can get that here, because I can't do like yes or no answers, but let's see what this person's vibe is with you, their energy is with you in the future. What do we see happening with Susairaj? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but okay. Did you say, oh, Virgo and Capricorn? We have Leo here. All right. Okay. Interesting. Because we have this whole situation where it's being started, it's happening, it's beginning, and we have the Strength card. So it's kind of like someone needs to be strong in this situation, because this person is not, I don't feel like they're committed to a long-term thing. There's arguments. Maybe it's just you guys clash, but there's arguments. There could be like more than one person that are having arguments or tension with, and that could mean like their family and your family, your friends and their friends. Like there's just more than one person. It's not necessarily like romantic involvements, like they're dealing with another person and so are you or something, and you guys are all fighting, but it's talking about like other people being affected by this. But the first thing I want to, make sure that you're understanding is this person seems like they're not very committed. They're very passionate, very, very passionate. And it seems like it's a thing that could actually be something, like you're feeling their vibe. You feel like they're reciprocating how you feel, and it's strong, it's passionate. You feel like maybe even promises are made that are probably not kept, okay, because they're not committed to people for very long. And it could just be situational. I mean, you guys are having these arguments, or there's, other people that are not exactly wanting this to happen or making it hard for it to happen. So it could be because of that they're not committed to this. But I mean, I feel like that's just how they are. With the Knight of Wands, that's kind of like just how the person is a lot of times. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's like anyone's fault, except for that that's just how they are. They're just not like that with anyone. They don't stay committed with anyone, really. So it's not like really anything you could have done about it. But at the same time, I feel like this is not going to, like, for some reason, I feel like your finances are going to be affected. But what this is saying is that they're not. Like, this is saying that you're still able to take care of yourself and extend your support to others. Like, she's taking care of this bird and she's tending to this garden around her. So she's not, it's like if somebody's trying to, like, bring you down or ruin something for you, or like, crush you financially or something like that, this is showing that you're sticking out. Like, you're coming through. You're able. Here's that strength. That's what's needed, right? And that's what that's what you obviously have. So if somebody's trying to stop you from being like able to take care of yourself financially in some way, or maybe like, I don't know. Like, I'm just throwing a few things out there. Like, say you moved in with his family. Well, I don't even think it'll go that far, really, because they're not very committed. But I mean, say you move in with his family, and then like they want you to pay rent, and they're trying to have you owe them all this money or something, and then but you're still able to take care of yourself. Like, they want to take you down, but you're still able, or maybe that's not what they're trying to do, but that's what it kind of does or tries to do. And you're still able to pull through and have that strength and keep yourself going. So this is not going to ruin you. This is not going to be something that you're like, fuck, this affected my whole life and now I can't even get back on my feet. Like, you're still able to get on your feet, and you're also still able to extend your love and your love and your kind-heartedness to others. You're not like affected by this, like, oh, I hate people now, like people suck and I just don't even want to talk to anyone. You're still able to be like loving and caring to people even though this happened. And it's kind of, it sucks, but it's something that, you're still you. You come out of this, I guess in a way you could say, unscathed, because you're still, but that's that strength there. That strength is why, you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of understanding of who you are, so it's not going to change who you are or your identity about yourself. So that's good. But I don't really see it marrying, I definitely don't see it going very long. But it's going to be something at some point. I don't think it'll last very long, though. And there's going to be a bit of tension here, some arguments. Okay, so damn, Dreama. You donated twice for 2 questions. Okay, so what are your questions? Thank you, by the way, for the donations. I do appreciate it, as always, of course. Go ahead and post whenever you want, okay? Whenever you are ready to get those questions answered, we will go over that. Thank you. Okay, I'm Aquarius, life path 9. Dealing with Leo, life path 1. Career and finances, por favor. Okay, career and finances. So, wait. So you want to know about this person and career and finances? Is that the 2 questions? Or is this the 1 question? And if it is the 1 question, then what are you trying to ask, like, with them together? I just want to make sure I have it, what you're wanting to know. Of course, Astrid, of course. Sorry that it's kind of, probably not what you wanted to hear, but I'm not going to, say something that's not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or say something that isn't there. So hopefully you can appreciate that too. Okay, wait. So, but the 1 question, your Aquarius life path 9, dealing with the Leo life path 1, career and finances. So wait, you want to know, like, are you guys working together, or what do you mean? Like, how is this 1 question? Sorry if like I'm slow or something right now, but I'm just like, you're asking like about a person, you're asking about career and finances. So like, Is that 2 different questions, or is it one question? And if it is one question, then what do you like? How are they involved in your career and finances? Or is that what you're wanting to know, if they're going to be involved in it, or if you guys are going to? Yeah, I'm doing returning readings. Yeah, Jazz, I will get to you after this one, okay? And I'm focusing mainly on I'm focusing mainly on new subscribers tonight, but I am going to go back and forth and do a do a returning subscriber as well every now and then. So just stick around, or you can donate if you want to get your reading right away. And if not, then yeah, I can definitely get to you at some point, hopefully. I mean, it's not for sure, but just keep posting your question and I'll probably see it. So at some point, you know. But Jazz, I will get to you after this one, okay? Jazz A. Yeah, I will do you after this one, okay? Because I do see you're new. Welcome. So you said, okay, wait. Damn. 2 questions, finances and love, I guess. Well, it's whatever you want. I'm just trying to clarify like what you're meaning exactly. So they are, I believe, corresponding. Okay. So I feel like career has to do with my man some way, somehow. Okay. Okay. Beth, for 3 question or for free questions, it'll just be 1 for tonight. But if you wanted to donate, it's 2 tops, okay? For each person, okay? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Miss L, for letting me know, and thank you, Karen, for donating. So Jazz, it's well, why don't we go with Jazz first, and then we'll do Karen. And yeah, since I already said I'd do Jazz after this one, we'll do that one. So my career is leading me towards my psychic abilities. Okay. What? Huh? Huh? Oh no, I didn't hear it. We're good. Yeah, I didn't hear it. That's scary. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. So, Aquarius. Okay. So we see love here. We see the opportunity for it anyway. And interestingly enough, we're talking about stability, somebody who has their shit together. So we could be talking about finances and career, right? This is somebody who has their pentacle, like they have their shit together. And basically they're just, it's kind of a lonely thing. You know, you see her here alone and it's kind of like, it's a bit lonely, but the thing is she has her shit together. So it's like she's centered. She doesn't really need anyone to depend on. So that's good. It seems like finances and career should be good. You know, for the most part, the Queen of Pentacles is like very mature energy all the way around. She's like, it's like very adult, very mature, and very taken care of. She has her pentacles. She has everything she needs. You know, she doesn't need to depend on anyone. And we do have somebody being left out in the cold, or maybe this is the way you're feeling. Maybe this is just part of the lonely feeling you're having with this whole, you know, sometimes when we're working really hard and we like have barely any social life because of that, we have what we need, but we're kind of lonely, right? Because we don't have much of a social life or anything because we're so busy working. So, right on, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like there's potential for love there. Maybe that's just that you're feeling kind of lonely right now because you've been working so much or just trying to focus on work, or maybe things aren't really in the realm of, emotions so much, because they're in the they're in the realm of trying to figure out what to do for work and everything and stability and finances wise. But let's see. What is this 6 or 5 of Pentacles here for? Okay. Okay, so if this Leo person is a person that's very like straightforward with you, like not trying to sugarcoat things, they're kind of just telling you what you need to hear, like straight up, like they're not being a dick, but they're just like, look, this is what you need to do. Like honestly, like you're just doing this and it's like you need to like stop doing that. And the way I see it is like you need to start doing this more. And like they're kind of like helping you do practical things and like figure out how to, take the steps you need to take. If that's them, then I would say that that's what this King of Swords is. But if it's not them, if you don't feel like that about them, then this is an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it's a person that's very like not very emotional in their communication. They're more like straightforward and just facts, like this is what it is and this is what you need to know, this is what it is and this is what you need to do. And it's good to have a person like that around sometimes, especially now how you're trying to figure out like what to do for your career and everything. That's good to have that person around to kind of be like, you're getting sidetracked, or look, why don't you just do this? You feel like you're walking on eggshells though. You feel horribly lonely. My ex-baby daddy is Aquarius, hurt me with another Aquarius. Yeah, Aquariuses suck. No, kidding. My boyfriend's an Aquarius. They can suck though. I mean, like everyone else can, so just I'm not gonna take it back completely, but yeah, no, not all Aquariuses suck. I was just kidding. But here we have obviously those Aquariuses suck. So we do have here though, and it's funny because yeah, Aquarius is air, so that's interesting. So this is, it could be them because you're looking at how far you've come with the person. You're looking at how everything has, happened, and you're just like, wow, like I've been through so much, or we've been through so much, or, a lot has happened. We've created so much. Like I've been through a lot. Like it's just you kind of taking it all in and realizing, everything that's happened, like all the steps, all the events that have happened. You're just kind of like taking it in and like realizing like, wow, this is like a lot, and I've made it through this though. So that's good. It's like a proud thing. It's like not proud, but you're happy, like not happy, but you're kind of like, you understand yourself more. I feel like you have more like sympathy for yourself. Like you can see like you've been through a lot and you've overcome a lot. You're here now. You're past it all. It's like a lot has happened, a lot. You've experienced a lot, and you're kind of just realizing that now. So yeah, I mean, definitely see that loneliness here. Definitely see that, but ability to take care of yourself still. So I would say that you're not going to be without a job. You're not going to be like trying to struggle for a job or money. It seems like you have your shit taken care of, but again, there's that lonely aspect. So if you do want love, you have the potential for it here. So let's see who this could be with. Let's see if there's a sign coming out here of the person that this could be with. Like, what is the Ace of Cups here for? Why are we seeing this here? Virgo. Or we're talking here about there could be like a Virgo, but we're also talking about introspection. So you need to have, and probably for the better chance of you having a better love life, you need to go through the healing phases of all this stuff that you're going through. Like you need to take a step back probably for a second. Even though you've been working a lot and feeling lonely, like it's okay to feel lonely. People try to run away from that feeling, but really like sometimes it's necessary. You don't need to always be with somebody. Not saying that that's how you feel like you need to, but if you're lonely, that's okay. Maybe just try to accept that that's what it is for right now, and that maybe you can try to do some self-healing work though while you're at it. Try to take this time to like understand yourself more, instead of like trying to just have somebody to fill that void or that loneliness you're feeling. Try to not run from it this time. Try to just accept it and be like, okay, what can I learn about myself? What have I learned about myself in these past years? And what do I need to know now as I'm moving forward? Like, where am I trying to go? It's not really just about like trying to find a partner, but it's trying like to make your life better, or, but it's trying to figure out what kind of relationship you would feel loved and valued in. So it's like you're not looking for a certain person with certain traits. You're looking for, I mean, you're definitely looking for, you're not looking for certain traits. Like you're trying to make sure certain traits aren't in the picture, you know, like undesirable ones, but like abusive ones. But really we're looking for more like, what do you need to do in life to feel good about yourself, to feel like, you know, you have purpose and meaning, and to feel good about yourself, you know? And if we're talking about relationships, then we're talking about like you, well, I think it's important for you to first understand about where you're going in life to make yourself feel like you're okay. But like what speaks to you. I'm not talking about anybody else. Nobody else's input, nobody else's criticisms or opinion. It's talking about how you are feeling. And you're the only one who knows really what you need. So it's important that you do this work, because if you don't, you're going to not know. It's going to be like, you know, you're going to be missing a big part of your healing process here if you don't do this hermit mode. So try to do that, and I think that will give you a lot better chances when you do start to date or start to be in love again. It's going to give you a lot better chances to actually have a healthy thing and a long lasting thing, because it's going to be something that you can see. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. Okay, no, that's what I don't want. So I'm going to not do that. You know, it's not just like dating anybody. It's like, okay, I've done my self healing. I've done my work. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I need. So that's what I need. That's what I want, right? That's what I think could add to my life instead of take from it or bring it down. And then you know, you go for it, and then it's a lot better because it's something that you know you want. You know, it's not just something that you're, well, let's just see what happens, you know. It's like, no, I know what I need, and that seems like that's what I could need, you know. So it's a lot better chances here. Did I speak too soon? Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh my God. What? What? Okay, let's break this down. So we see 10 of Swords, right? We're seeing, okay, this is, you know, you do this introspection, it should be a lot better for you. So are you like not going to do it or something? Is that what it's saying? Like you're not going to do it, so this is what's going to happen? I don't know, because it seems like we're taking a detour now. We see this negative ass energy. It could be somebody from your past, you know, that you once had a family with. Like you said, there was your ex, right? So this is, you know, we're seeing like a family here together, joyous, happy together. So if that's what we're talking about your ex, I would say don't go in that direction. You know, if they do try to come back around, because it's arguments, it's fighting, it's getting fucked over, and it's feeling like they're just a toxic, negative ass energy for your life. And that's what they are, you know, you already know this. So don't go back in that direction. But look, we're talking about a person that is like, it's a feeling of being betrayed. So that's why I feel like it could be your ex too, just because you felt betrayed by them. So it's kind of like, if this isn't, you know, I would say like, with me explaining that this would be a good way to go for your love life, like you need to figure out yourself better so that you can have better chances in your love life. Please, please do that work. Like, please do not skip that step. Even though you're lonely, I get it, but do not skip that step, because that's vitally important, or it's vital to this situation, to your love life, and to your life in general. You know, you got to heal from that shit first. But why do I have a feeling that you're going to skip that step? I don't know. Hopefully you don't. But we're talking here about you felt betrayed, and it was a toxic person, could have been a Capricorn person. And there's fighting and arguments. This is something that's still going on. So it's, in some way, it's still arguments, you know? And I feel like it is affecting your happiness, but it is going to lead to happiness. So maybe this is just part of the journey, just part of the healing process. You have to just process all of this and go through it. But what's cool about it is that you have that Leo there, and it's funny because the Strength card is Leo. So I wonder if they could kind of be somewhat of a strength to you. You know, obviously they're helping you out in some ways, but I mean, this is a very toxic energy here. I would say this has already happened, just because it seems like, you know, in this way, if you don't go this way and you don't heal, maybe it will happen again, because you're not, you know, you're not taking the advice, and you're not trying to like figure out, okay, like what do I really need? You're going to do the same things you've always done. So when you do that, you're kind of putting yourself at risk for this to happen again, right? So it's like either way you want to take it. If you want to heal or not, you could either go down the same road you've always gone down and do the same thing and get the same results, or you could take this healing and you could maybe not have that happen this time, because you'll know, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to not repeat? So, but in the end, you know, I do see this being a good thing for you, like this whole experience. So, I mean, as for your finances and your career, I feel like, yeah, go in that direction. Let the person help you. If that's cool, that's fine. This reading though seems like it's more about you. Like it's more about maybe you becoming more independent in yourself, because you said you're lonely. Obviously, that makes sense right now. But the thing is, it's really kind of encouraging. The way I see it, it's kind of encouraging you to not need another person, basically, and to just be independent on your own, and to just know that you do have what it takes to get through this. You have what you need to be strong enough to do this. Like, it's up to you, it's your life, and you can do it. You know what I mean? But you do have to have this healing. But after this, it'll feel so much better. Like, you have no idea. People skip the healing phase, and I've done it too, I all the time. Like, it's nothing uncommon or like alien. We all do it. We all avoid the healing process. But the thing is, like, it's better for you to do that work, because it's just easier in life after that. You know what I mean? You know where you're at. You know who you are. You don't need people to tell you. You don't need people to make you okay. You're good, because you know what you're doing. You know where you're going. So please don't skip that step. And it seems like it'll be a lot better for you if you don't. Well, I already know it will be a lot better for you if you don't. But it's just, it's up to you to do that or not. I mean, get therapy if you need to, please. Nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be ashamed of. So we kind of took that in a couple different directions, but I hope you got some answers from that. Hopefully you understand where I'm getting at, or what I'm getting at with that, and where I was going with it. It's like very passionate about that one, because I don't want to see you like, do the same thing you've always done. It just seems so like the readings oftentimes just tell me the same, like a lot of the same kind of messages, which is like, you can do this on your own, feel good about yourself. Like, you can achieve what you want to achieve. It's all up to you. It's all like pointing towards liberation, independence, freedom, control over your own life, feeling good about it and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm always trying to encourage that for sure. And it seems like the cards are always trying to encourage that too. So it seems simple, but it's really, I know it's not always that simple. Okay, Karen. Karen, you said you donated, right? Oh, wait, is Jazz. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, and then we'll do Karen. So, want to know, what are the feelings of my partner for me? Does he really love me, or is he bored of me, worried about it, as not getting positive vibes and good response from him? Does he want to end all off? Oh, finances. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no, let me do finances for you. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't really look much into that, did we? I mean, it kind of seems like, I mean, from what I gathered from it, it showed you're going to be fine, like with finances. It's not exactly showing like you switching jobs. It seems more like you are steady in what you're already doing. Like, you have your shit together and things are working well for you. Like, it could be a bit lonely, remember? But that's the thing. Like, when we're working really hard and grinding and just working, we don't have much of a social life. Remember that part? So that's what the finances part came out. But it's just, I mean, we can look a little more into it if you want, for sure. But from what I'm seeing, from what I'm gathering from it, it seems like, everything's steady. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any unexpected changes or any kind of, even new things happening. I mean, unless you take that leap. Of course, we have free will. You can take that leap if you'd like. But the thing is, with the Queen of Pentacles there, it kind of just seems like everything's working for you. And you have your shit together. You have what you need. You can take care of yourself, but it's a bit lonely. Let's see anything else coming out here. Finances. Let's see anything else here coming out for finances for Narima. Anything else coming out for finances? What did you need to know about finances here? Okay. What did you need to know about finances? That was like half the deck. Nothing new for me, I guess. Really? Okay. We need to know about finances for her. Anything? Got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Nice. Okay. Again, we got that King of Swords there. So it's interesting. That's coming out again. That's going to be really important for you. So it could either be talking about, again, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be that Aquarius, but it could, it'll be some air sign, right? Or a person who is very straightforward with you, very just like, maybe even like, I feel like it feels like almost like a business advisor or something, because, or like a assistant or a manager or something of your business, like whatever you're trying to do. Because it seems like that could be a good thing for you to have some kind of direction of somebody who knows, like, okay, look, today you should do this, tomorrow you should do this. This is how you stay focused and on track, and kind of like has a schedule for you. That could be a good option for you if you're kind of feeling like you don't know where to begin and all that. So maybe that's what we're talking about here. Because, we do see that somebody is helping you or offering you some kind of help that you're needing. So I feel like it could be, somebody who helps you like organize things, or is very like straightforward with you about what you need to do, and isn't emotional about it. Like, is just like, I don't care if you don't want to, like, this is what needs to be done. But that's kind of what you need in a way, it's kind of what you need right now for that. If you're trying to do something that you're not sure, like about the territory, about how to do it. But okay. It looks like you are kind of contemplating leaving something behind, but we still have the Ace of Pentacles. So that's good. It's showing that you still have this stability here. I don't think you're going to, okay. Here's what I'm concerned about. Tell me what this Seven of Swords and this Ten of Swords is here for. Give me the sign of the person, please. We need to know the sign of the person. Tell me the sign of this person, please. Okay, so it's not talking about a person. It's talking about a, basically it's going to take a while for you to actually build a foundation with what you're trying to do. Like an actual foundation, like to where you, like if we're talking about your intuitive career, then we're talking about like you actually getting it going. Like it's going to take, or maybe just building a name or whatever it is, it's going to take a while. Like you're going to be waiting for this to kind of happen, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means it's going to take maybe longer than you had thought, but it's still not, it's still saying you're waiting for it to happen. And the Four of Pentacles is saying, somebody's building foundation. So, I mean, I feel like it will happen. It's just going to take some time. You may have to be patient with it and just work hard on it. But, the reason that this is coming up, I feel like, don't sell yourself short. Like, don't do yourself a disservice by trying to take a shortcut or getting impatient or getting frustrated. I mean, you can get frustrated, you could have feelings, but like it seems like you might get in the way of your own success and progress if you let that overcome you. Because the Seven of Swords is kind of telling me that you're, again, avoiding or trying to escape some kind of feelings you're having in regards to, this process and how you need to just take the steps you need to take. Like, don't be trying to take shortcuts and don't be trying to like take the easy way out. Like, know that it's going to take some time. Know that it's going to be difficult, as everything that's worth it, I guess you could say, is, a bit challenging, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. That's a beautiful card to get. That's opportunity for stability and, good things, talking about money, talking about stability, security. I don't see anything disrupting your finances or your job. Like it seems like whatever job you have is going to be fine. You're going to keep that job and everything's going to be steady. And then you're going to have this person who could help you out a lot if you're willing to take their advice. I think it would be a good idea to get their advice just because you're kind of on your own with this, not really sure how to go with it. Make sure it's a person you trust, okay? Or make sure it's a person you don't even know, like somebody whose job is to advise people in their business, because that's in the way I see it, it kind of would almost be safer to do that. You don't want like a friend or someone who just says they know what they're doing. You want someone who knows what they're doing to help you with this and guide you and direct you. But it seems like you're trying to get away from something or distance yourself from something. I don't know if you're gonna do that. Either way, I see that you're still stable and steady with your finances. I don't see anything changing for finances. It seems like things are going well for finances and things are steady. But I would just say, don't take the easy way out. Know this is going to take some time. If you want to do this, I definitely see you can. You have this Four of Pentacles. Save up your money as much as you can. Try not to spend on stupid, frivolous. Don't be like buying a bunch of shit you don't need. Obviously, save your money. That's important, but also know that you can build this foundation. A foundation is being built. Like, you have what it takes. I think you do. And you have, the stamina and the ability. You have the money. I mean, maybe you don't feel like you have the money, but you have everything you need right now regarding money. And I don't see that changing. Things are going well as long as you just keep doing what you've been doing. Keep working at it and keep working hard. But you might get a bit frustrated along the way, but I think you can do it. I think you just have to keep doing what you've been doing. I don't really see many changes for finances. And about the thing that you might be leaving behind, I don't know if you're going to do it. It kind of feels like you are contemplating it, but you're not going to do it yet, because I don't see any changes happening. So unless it's like something where you would get paid exactly the same and it's like the next day, like, and nothing changes, but I kind of feel like you're not going to just do it yet, because if you did, you would almost expect to see changes, right? But I don't see any changes happening regarding finances or career. So maybe I shouldn't say that I don't see changes. I just see steady. I see it being steady. So I don't see anything like dropping or even becoming more. It just seems like you have what you need, and that's a good thing. So yeah, no big changes, I don't think. But that's good. I mean, you have what you need right now. You don't need any changes. Just keep working at it, just keep working at what you want to do. I don't see anything standing in your way, except for maybe yourself, of course, because if you're trying to take that easy way out, right? Or the shortcut, or getting frustrated with yourself and kind of feeling like you can't do it or something. Don't feel like that. You can do it, okay? You can do it. You have what you need. You just need to keep, going in that direction. Okay, and then let's go back to Jazz. Sorry about that, Jazz. Okay, sorry about that. Damn, Dreama. Thank you, by the way. Hopefully that made sense to you. Okay, so you wanted to know if they really like you still, if they really feel for you still. Okay. How's our partner feeling about them right now? How's their partner feeling about them at this time? Still got that King of Cups. That means they care. Could be at a distance, though. Could be maybe they're not exactly showing their tenderness and loving, lovey-dovey, affectionate. Weighing their options about something, not sure how to go about something. So they're trying to decide if they want to go their own way or not, if they want to be single or not, if they want to not be in a relationship anymore and not necessarily because of they're uninterested in you, but it seems more like this is a personal independence thing. The Queen of Wands is a person who can do what she wants, doesn't need permission, doesn't need to ask, doesn't need to say, hey, I'm going to go here. Is that cool? No, they just do what they need to do, and they don't slow down. They know what they need to do, and they're not asking. They're just going to do it, So it's like they're weighing their options between, should I be setting myself free and being more independent so I can make my own decisions without having to, like, in a way feel held back. Not that you're trying to hold them back, but maybe that's just, sometimes when we're in relationships for a long time, we start to feel like maybe we don't want to be tied down anymore, or like something to that effect. It's like they just want to know, would it be better to be independent more right now or to be connected still? So let's see what else we can get from this. Okay, so I mean, they feel like it would be easier. Like, okay, I guess you could figure it out like this. If their finances are doing bad right now, or you feel like you guys together have like certain bills or certain things that you pay for that kind of make it harder to have your own little, things that you'd like to be able to do, then I would say that that's what we're talking about here. Like, it seems like they feel like if they're on their own and independent, they could have a better chance at, taking care of themselves. In a strange way, you would think two people is better than one, but then you have another person to consider too. So they kind of feel like, you know, maybe they can make something happen if they're on their own. You know, they feel they're still weighing their options though. Okay, so just remember that it's not set in stone, and nothing is. But I mean, they haven't even decided yet. They're still contemplating like what is better for me. So my advice to you is like, if you could in some way get them to see that you're a person that can help, like, not that necessarily you would need to like help them. Of course you're in a relationship, so you in some way, yeah, but like if you can get them to see that being with you is not holding them back, or being with you is not taking from them or limiting them in any way of what they're trying to experience or accomplish, if you can somehow get them to understand that that's not, being with you is not holding them back or limiting them in that way, then you should be fine. Um, you know, if you can just maybe not complain so much. I'm not saying you do complain, but I'm just thinking of things of like how you would do that. Like, I don't know, maybe just like lighten the load a little bit, you know, be a little more positive, just show like why it is good to be with you. And, you know, not that you should have to do that, but I mean, in this situation, that could help a little bit for them to kind of just remember, like, oh, yeah, like it might not be better to like be on my own. Like, it's okay. I'm good here. Like, I'm taking care of, like, things are like not taken care of, but you know, I'm in good hands. Like, we're good together, and I don't need to feel limited. You know, I don't need to feel like this person is not allowing me to be my best self, you know? So if you can do that, you're on the right track. Okay, so I'm just going to pick someone at random. Or did I say somebody else after Cat or Jazz? Did I say somebody else after Jazz? I feel like I did. Miss L? Right, Karen. She hasn't come back yet, so I don't know where she... Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Nice. Okay, I was like, I don't know if she's here still. Okay, so perfect. Tim Scorpio, that I'm interested in, made a comment to me about me, Leo, seeing others, and I said no thanks. How did he feel about my response? I think it was a test on my true feelings for him. Okay. Playing games. Testing. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's Scorpio. Okay, so what is this Scorpio person feeling, or